Growing Deer TV is brought to you by Riconics, Eagle Seed, Medalist, Muddy Outdoors, Real Tree, Trophy Rock, Micro Leverage, and Cabela's.
A few weeks ago, my friend Rob Freeman from South Carolina came over to join me for a bow hunt here at the Proving Grounds. And Rob's a relatively new hunter. Now, he's my age, but only got introduced to hunting a couple of years ago. Ate up with hunting just like any new hunter. Excited, up early every morning, thousands of questions while you're out there in the tree. Join Rob and I as we have several encounters and a great hunt the last morning he's in town. Rob's not used to having a camera over his shoulder, so trying to get Rob to talk to the camera and tell us about the hunt, and he's kind of bashful in that situation.
It's 31 yards to the road. The sun is just starting to set. I'm here with my good friend Grant Woods on a property in the Ozarks. It's never been hunted. Deer have been thriving here for 8 years. We got in late. We're set up on the ridge. North wind blowing. It's a lot cooler this afternoon than it was in South Carolina when I was hunting last night. Looking forward to a sunset.
Sure enough, an adult doe and a couple of fawns come up, go right by the tree, mill around the area, and I call Rob off the shot because here at the Proving Grounds we've got great amounts of food, high quality food plots, and we don't need a really large doe harvest to keep our population in balance with the food. Here at the Proving Grounds, usually we have a 4.5-year-old or older buck limit, unless it's my kids hunting or first-time hunter, something like that. Rob's got the green light to shoot whatever he wants, because again, great friend, new hunter, just want him to have a great time.
It's the last morning of our 4-day hunt. Last night we moved our stand location off the ridge. We weren't seeing a lot of movement during the light hours, and we eased off the side of the ridge and we moved into an acorn draw here, an oak draw, leading down to the bedding area. We saw 4 or 5 does in here last night. A big flock of turkeys came to roost just 50 yards to our right, and we slipped out, came back in this morning.
Doing interviews, and I see a doe and some fawns coming through. And they've got that cadence or that trot that always means in November a buck's probably pushing them.
He was moving, he was grunting, we heard him coming, we saw his size. We got drawn on him just as he passed our position, and we bleated and stopped him, and I just felt that I only had a second or two for the shot, so I took it.
This buck come pushing some does through. I'm on one side of the tree hanging out with the camera, Rob's on the other, and he made the shot. It worked out great. You know, my naked eye and the reaction time of my brain told me Rob hit that deer high in the shoulder. I'm thinking, gosh, what a tough trail job this is gonna be in these steep hills. Rob, right after the shot, really felt he had hit the deer in the fanny. And if you review that footage in slow motion, you can see that when the arrow hits the deer, it instantly pops up to fletching That's what my brain froze on. It takes the first step. Rob sees that fletching way back on the deer and thought he made a bad hunt. Now, not all hunters are going to have the advantage of a high-definition camera recording the hunt right in the field with them. So don't always trust what you see when shooting a fast-speed bow.
We've given the deer about 45 minutes. We just got down, as you can see, we're about 23, 24 yards from the stand. We just got down. We're feeling pretty positive based on what we see up here on the top of the hill. This is where the rubber meets the road, right here. Okay, I got an arrow right here. Looks like we got 8 to 10 inches of penetration on the arrow. I was shooting an expandable broadhead. Looks like he slipped right here. He's leaving us a good trail, but I don't see him. Grant, I see him.
You seen Rob?
I see him.
Give me the 5.
I see him.
All right.
Grant, that looks like a pretty good shot to me. What an unbelievable animal. He's been rubbing this morning. He's got wood chips on the top of his head where he's been rubbing this morning and leaving sign, and now here he is with us. I remember 8 or 9 years ago when Grant bought this property. I think there's about 1,500 acres in here, and we thought that there were 5 deer at the most on the whole property. There's been no hunting here for 8 years. This is the first year that Grant has really decided to allow some limited hunting, and I guess you can see what's happening. We've seen deer every day when we're going to the stand, when we're coming from the stand. Is he a 3-year-old?
I don't know. He's a 2 or 3, but he's a great deer and he's ours. He's gonna be about 12-year-old time to get top this hill. That's what it's gonna be.
Okay, let's go. I got it under control, don't worry. Don't send for help, I got it.
The story here is, don't trust what your eye tells you when you're in a high state of emotion. It's tough to comprehend all that information simultaneously. Slow down, take a moment to think it through, give the deer plenty of time, then get out of the tree and read the sign. There was ample blood to follow, and the deer was piled up 80 yards downhill. Nothing tough about the hoe hunt except the drag uphill. Stay calm after the shot. Those are the most important moments. Replay it in your mind, but don't doubt the sign. Hey, thanks for joining us on GrowingDeer.tv.